What if I told you, you are not fighting your partner, you are fighting the parts of yourself they reflect back at you? That's what makes marriage so difficult. It's not just two people living together, it's two unfinished people constantly triggering each other's deepest wounds and also showing each other what needs to be healed. Let's go deeper. Your partner isn't just your companion, they are your mirror. What does that mean? If you are insecure, they will trigger your fear of rejection. If you have control issues, they'll challenge your need for certainty. If you have buried childhood wounds, they'll unintentionally poke them open. Not to hurt you, but because that's what intimacy does. It exposes everything surface love can hide. So when you say they don't listen, ask yourself, where in my life do I not listen? To myself or others? For example, you feel dismissed in a conversation with your partner. But earlier that day, your own body told you to rest. You ignored it. Or your friend opened up and you rushed to fix them instead of listening. So now, when your partner does the same to you, it hits a deeper nerve because you have been silencing yourself too. Understood? So, when you say they make me feel unworthy, check. Is it them or is it a story I have carried for years? For example, they didn't reply to your text for hours. You immediately feel abandoned. But when you look closer, it is not about them. It's about the parent who didn't show up when you wanted. The ex ghosted you. The younger version of you who always wondered if you mattered. Now your partner becomes the screen, but you're still watching an old movie, remember. Marriage doesn't create your pain. Actually, it reveals what's already there. Why marriage feels like a battlefield? Let's see. Marriage is not hard because love disappears. It's hard because ego shows up. You stop being curious, you start keeping scores. You begin to defend your version of the story more than you protect the connection between you. And now, you are not partners anymore. You are opponents, wishing for the other to change or waiting for them to change. It's like standing in front of a mirror, angry at your own reflection, and trying to change the image without moving your own body. How can that happen, dear? It doesn't work. Now, let's be honest. Divorce is sometimes necessary. Abuse, repeated betrayals, consistent disrespect. If the relationship is destroying your health, your dignity, your peace, living is also healing. But many people divorce because they are trying to escape discomfort, not destruction. So be clear. Some people leave because they feel unsafe. They leave because they are unwilling to confront themselves. They want freedom from pain, but they don't realize that pain is within themselves. So they carry the same wounds into the next partner, the next story, and the next disappointment. When to say, when to go. Leave when the relationship consistently breaks your soul, makes you smaller, or silences your truth. Leave when it kills your self-worth and no one is willing to grow. But stay if you are still reacting from ego, if you haven't done your inner work, if your wounds are louder than your wisdom. Because sometimes relationship isn't dying. It is asking you to grow. What healing together can look like? Imagine this. Two people holding mirrors, not weapons. Not saying change for me, instead saying let's grow side by side. Beautiful, right? They take turns being strong, they take turns breaking, they learn to disagree without disconnecting. That's important. They don't walk away every time it gets hard because they know growth feels like friction at first. That's when marriage becomes not just a bond but a spiritual training ground. Marriage isn't about being happy all the time, dears. It's about being brave enough to be seen, even in your worst moments. So before you ask, is this person right for me? Ask, am I willing to face the parts of me they reveal? Because if you are only looking for someone who won't trigger you, you are not looking for a partner. You are looking for comfort. And comfort doesn't create growth, but mirrors do. Thank you.